Yes, welcome guys. We are live, and welcome to episode 7 of our instant recap and review of Game of Thrones. The episode was The Broken Man. And of course, with me, as always, is Mr. Lou Rod. How's it going, man?
I'm doing well, sir. How are we doing this Sunday evening?
Good, good, good. And of course, Mr. Andrew Cam. How's it going, man?
It is going well. Greetings to everybody.
All right. And of course, Mr. Warren Bowman from BW1.com. What's up, man?
Be out here. Oh,
All right. And Sam couldn't be here today, so let's kick things off.
Anyways.
Let's kick things off on this episode. Everyone's general thoughts on the episode. I'll start off with you, Andrew, because you sounded really excited about the episode. So how about you kick things off and get the excitement going?
I thought this episode was fuego. That means
Fuego?
hot.
It was hot.
Fire. I give it 4 Dylons.
4 Dylons out of what? How many Dylons?
Out of 5.
Okay. All right. How about you, Lou?
I'll give it 5 out of 5. See, in my Tuesday hangout, towards the end, I called the Hound would return, and we got the return of the burnt-faced man. And I'm a little disappointed, but since you say he'll be in more episodes,
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Mr. Indeed needs to return.
Yeah. And Warren, what about you? Episode, what do you think?
It's a great episode, I thought, as well too. And the man is back, as it proven Game of Thrones will confirm a death, and his death was never confirmed. That means he was around there. There's hope for Joffrey. There's hope for Gentry. There's hope for Gentry.
Oh my God, I forgot. Yeah, you're one of them Gentry people.
No. Remember, when Stavros sent him away, he told him sail towards Westeros, and he told him to go to that little market where all the little low-level people live. He could be there.
No, Gentry's alive. He's just not doing anything at the moment. That's just it. He's alive. All right, so let's kick things off. So the first thing, of course, was the Hound. Hound made an entrance. HBO changed things a little bit. We thought we were going to get an intro, but we got a little intro on the Hound back again. Then we got the intro music.
Got a cold start.
Yeah, so I'll start off with you, Lou. Since you're the one who called up the Hound, what do you think about that whole sequence? And I will double it with the end, too, because pretty much kind of like...
I had to rewind it because I fast-forwarded.
Yeah, me too.
I'm used to the intro.
I did that on HBO Go, too. I was like, out of habit, I just started fast-forwarding. I was like, wait a minute, this isn't previously on. And I rewound it, and I saw him. I was like, oh, shit.
That's why I watched the whole thing, because I want to see the whole thing and the theme song and everything. It's an experience.
Good for you.
Yes.
I want to watch the theme song.
So what do you think about the Hound coming back and you know the group of people he's with and all that?
It was great. I mean, I liked the little backstory there that he gave that they had, because everybody thought he was left for dead. But like Warren said, you don't really see a body, there's a chance he could come back. They're pulling that comic book shit.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Warren?
Confirmed the kill. George R. R. Martin confirms the kill, and there
True.
was no confirmed kill here. I thought the backstory was interesting. It's kind of where you expect him to be. He was pretty much in the same little similar grassy area that he was at before. It was a little sad because it was interesting, the story they were telling where he tried to run away from who he was, and eventually he realized that he can't run away from who he was, but he can probably be who he was in a much different light or help people in a much different way. And it seems that that's what he's going to do. Looks like he's going around. He's going to be chopping a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Andrew? That sequence.
I love the sequence of him coming back. I love the slow reveal. And then you're like, wait a minute, is that? And then you're like, holy shit, it's him.
Yep.
And then yeah, I love that. I love the end sequence too, even though they kind of telegraphed it. I just like that, knowing that, all right, he's back. Because you got to remember, the Hound, like, what I really liked was the guy from Deadwood, when he was giving the speech about, I followed orders. You can tell he was paralleling what the Hound was doing.
Yeah.
Because the Hound is basically, this whole story, he's been a decent person, but he's he's like a dog. He follows what his master say.
Yeah.
So he's been corrupted by having terrible examples of what to be.
Main one, Joffrey.
Yeah. No, it's very true. It makes a lot of sense. I like
Joffrey. So Corey, he's a deep. Yeah.
No,
so
sorry.
yeah, I just love them doing that, introducing, like, reminding us, like, hey, remember the Hound? He's bad. He's a bad guy technically, but he's still kind of a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's doing what, they always say. You can't. A dog's not naturally mean. A dog just ends up being loyal and is whatever the owner trains him to be, and that's exactly what he was.
Yeah, no, it was definitely true. I like the reveal. I wasn't too surprised though. As soon as I saw that, for some reason I just knew. I was like, okay, the Hound's coming. So, and then when you saw the people walking with the logs, they're like 4, and it was like, all right, he has to come up next, and he's the only one just carrying a single log. I was like, yep, that's him. That's right. The end sequence. Yeah, I mean, you knew that was going to happen. Like you said, it was telegraphed, Andrew. But you needed to quickly get him, back up to speed, up to Hound status. I mean, he needs to go back to, like Joshua Hargrave says, the Punisher, his Punisher ways. So that was good. Moving on to King's Landing, the Queen. What's her name again?
Marjorie.
No, yeah, Marjorie. Marjorie's playing that game. She's playing that long game deep. She is playing a serious long game. What do you think about the whole sequence? Yeah, Andrew, how about that? Let's start with you, Andrew.
Sorry, I went out for a second. What did you say?
I said, what do you think about the whole sequence with Marjorie? Because she's playing a very long game here.
Oh yeah, that's like, I remember last week when we were talking about it. I said I don't believe for a second that Marjorie is a truly converted. All that. I think she's just the smartest person in the game, and she realized this is her out. And then when she was having the scene with her grandma, and then she's like being all pious, and the grandma's like, "What the hell is going on with you?"
Yeah.
And it's just like she just slips her the simple thing, just no words, just a drawing of a flower to say, "Hey, I'm still here. I know what side I'm on. So go home. I'm telling you, this is what I got. I got something cooking over here." And I just love that scene. Then I was just like, all right, instantly I was back. They had me. I was like, Marjorie's still playing the game.
Just playing slick. How about you, Warren?
Oh yeah, that was a great scene. She's still playing the game, and I don't think she ever left the game. There was a one point where you thought it might have switched, is when the High Sparrow tried to make her essentially confess for her brother, like make her walk the walk of penance for her brother to get her brother out, because that was the whole point of them meeting together. It wasn't to break the brother, it was to break her.
Yeah.
And she got smart to that, and they said, well, no, I'm going to flip this around and make this work for me. So that's exactly what's happening right now, which is it's good. And I like she gave, what is that? Is it the poppy, whatever it's called? I forgot what it's the flower to Tyrells. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah,
the rose.
It's not a rose. It's something else. I'll have to look it up, but it's basically Bear House's like symbol.
BN says the High Sparrow is awesome. He's the biggest liar in the show. As Andrew calls him, Westeros Bernie Sanders. I don't know if he.
I call him the High Sanders. I didn't invent that. I got that from Rob from the Black Guy Who Tips. He calls him that, and I was like, yes, that's what it is, because. For the last season, like I said, I wonder who this guy reminds me of. And then that's when Bernie Sanders just went into overdrive.
All right, so we're going to officially change it, guys. If you want to mention the High Sparrow is the High Sanders. That's it.
High Sanders.
How about you, Lou?
That one woman, the nun,
yeah.
She's looking at grandma like, bitch, I want to take your ass to prison because I'm going to torture your old ass. She had that look of endearment to torture the woman. And Marjorie's playing the long game, like you say. It figures she would have been, because she didn't seem like the type to be easily manipulated by the old geezer. I'm sorry. Tommen, yes. Marjorie, no. And she needs to go back and get some drawing lessons, because that was a poorly drawn flower.
Can you draw?
I guess it is supposed to be a rose. It's supposed to be a gold. It's their sigil. It's their house syndrome.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a quick one. I mean, she's got.
Whoever
spies
drew
with
that,
her.
it looked like garbage. Whoever drew that, you suck.
But remember, she's under guard, so she has to draw this thing quickly and in secret as much as possible before handing it off. So yeah, it makes sense.
So what she do? Draw it on the toilet?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the High
you
Sparrow
know what?
has infested, King's Landing, with
The
his
next
minions.
scene between Cersei and the grandmother, now that was badass.
The grandmother just called Cersei out completely, like head to toe. She's like, in all this misery, this is the only piece of joy I've found.
This is all your fault. This is all your stupidity. You started all this. The funny thing is, you go back to episode of the first season, it is her damn fault this whole thing started.
Mm-hmm.
Marlon Black says the best line. Laugh out loud, she's holding sex.
Oh yeah.
She's alive.
What do you call it again? Marjorie, yeah. He's like, the king mentions, he's like, I just don't feel like myself anymore. I was like, oh my god.
See, all Tommen wants is a piece of booty.
She has she's gonna have the king where she wants him. She's gonna have the king where she wants him.
President Bernie.
High Sanders prequels President Bernie. How about you, Andrew? What do you think about that whole sequence with Grandma Tyrell and Cersei?
Oh, I love it. Granny T is like one of my favorite characters on this show. Like, if I do my top 5, it'll change every year, but she's the one person that since she's been introduced, like, I just love her trading barbs with everybody else. She's always, and like, it's just like when there's layoffs at your job and you're pissed that you got laid off, but you hate that girl in accounting, and you're like, well, at least Cheryl from accounting, she's not gonna find work. I'll find another job, but she gonna be on unemployment. That's exactly how she treated her.
Oh man, that is too funny. All right, let's move on to the trials and tribulations of the Starks trying to get an army.
I mean, we knew the wildlings were going to follow him. That was a given.
Yeah.
I mean, the giant just stands up, snow, and just walks away.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, the
10-year-old was the shit.
Yeah, the 10-year-old was feisty, and then she gives 62. I mean, she says 62 of her men are like 10 men from
Yeah. Okay.
So she gave 620.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, any info on those people, on those guys from the Bear Island? Anything or no?
Well, yeah. The whatchamacallit, Jorah, the guy that's following Dany, the one that's in love with her.
Yeah.
He's from Bear Island, and his father, was the old Lord Commander.
Oh, shit.
The Night's Watch. So the Mormonts are basically they're like very fierce people. They're big. They're strong fighters. They're not like a big island, but they're the ones that's like closest to the Iron Islands. So a lot of times they've had to fend them off. So they're like a culture that not only can the men fight, but they train their women to fight too, because they need they need every single person to be battle ready when the time comes.
Were you not paying attention, E, when he said, "I followed your uncle"? I was
no. It's not that. I just wanted to get more info on the island itself.
Yeah. So like, it's a culture of war. Like
that's not what I was asking, Lou. Keep quiet. Let Andrew finish. Yeah. Sorry, Andrew, continue.
Yeah, they're a culture of warriors, and that goes from men to women, and they're very loyal to the Starks, like going back thousands of years. So when this little girl, which you see how fierce she is, you got to keep in mind that like, she's been trained up. She's seen her aunts, her mom, or like everybody. Like, you need to be this type of person that if anybody gives you shit, you're ready for it. So she's like sitting in a room with these highborn lords, and she's like holding her own. I was looking at this little girl like, look at you, all grown up. Okay.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, she was ready to. I mean, she shut down Jon Snow. She shut down. What's his name? Sansa, yeah. So I was going to say Jean Grey, but that's the first thing that came in my mind. And then you could see Lord Davos was like, it reminds him of the little girl.
But remember,
let me take the approach that I usually use here.
Sir Davos is known for two things: talking. Because remember, he did the same shit at the bank. He talked
that's
the lords in the bank into giving him gold, and now he talked this little 10-year-old into giving up 62 soldiers.
He is.
Yeah.
The light little finger. Well, you have dark little finger. He's like. He's like the one.
He's the stump.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it looks the Starks just had trouble, man. I mean,
do you blame the Starks for having trouble?
I know, and then finally, of course, we see Sansa in her right mind. It's like, well, there's a Raven. I might as well, She's like, no, we need to hold up. He's like, no, dude, we have to go now to fight. And she's like, well, I should send a Raven.
This is how I see that scene playing out. They're going to march out to Winterfell with their little, 3,000 men, not even 2,500?
Yeah, something like that.
So...
No. Remember, 62, 620, so it's 3,000. Let's make it 3.
No. Well, okay, whatever. Yeah, okay. But I see episode 9, the Bastards Battle, where you're going to have Jon Snow's crew versus Ramsay's crew. Ramsay's crew's going to be the bigger side. But that later Raven that Sansa sent out is going to bring more troops. And then Littlefinger's going to be hiding in the wing with the Night's Vale army to come and save the day.
But also going to turn.
Yeah, but also again too, from clips from next week, we see Brienne meeting up with
she tells Jaime all.
Jaime, and I think they march out of the castle to go help Jon Snow. I'm just guessing.
Nah, I don't see that.
And we saw, look, we saw people. I know logistically no, but we saw people. If you watch the clip again, with white banners walking between Lannisters. So I don't know who they are. I have no idea.
That's probably the Vale.
Maybe I don't know, but somebody does in between. So check the clip out again. I mean, so who knows? Who knows what? We'll figure out what happens next week. What else do we miss? Oh yeah, then there's Arya, where she's trying to escape town.
Arya, wait, going back, what did you guys think of the scene at the river? Like when they're like threatening to kill the nephew, and the uncle just like, he's gonna die anyway, so whatever.
I mean, that's right. Think about it, right? He thought his nephew was already dead, so he's gone. As far as he's concerned, he's gone, and he sees him again. He's like, I mean, okay. I guess they didn't kill him then. Fine, they're still gonna kill him. So, I mean, it makes no sense for him. He's like,
those two jackasses. that's Dumb and Dumber. Those two brothers are Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, they reminded me of the two extra hyenas in Lion King. For some reason.
Okay, we'll go with those two. I mean, seriously. Oh, we'll hang him. I'll cut his throat. Bitch, make up your mind what you're gonna do. And the uncle's like, okay, y'all little cornballs ain't gonna do shit. I call your bluff.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
I definitely agree. No, but back to Arya. Yes, I agree. I mean, she should have known. I mean, as soon as an old lady comes up to you like that.
Well, she was quick about it, though.
Yeah.
I mean, she was quick. She's like, "Hello, beautiful thing." I was like, "Damn."
My thing is,
she had some prison stanking going on.
That's like ninja skills, man. Like,
yeah.
I thought I was watching an episode of Sons of Anarchy when they were in the prison getting shanked.
Sorry, Andrew, go ahead.
Yeah, I was wondering why Arya was even on the streets. Like, when she knew that, all right, I found a dude with a boat, leaving in the morning, she needs to go back in her cave or wherever she was, because you marked for death. You literally have a team of trained assassins that are like, we need to kill her.
Exactly. Actually, at this point, there's just one assassin that's gunning for her.
And where was Needle? She's walking around town with no needle. How stupid could she be?
I don't think Needle will help her in that kind of close combat situation, man, because that thing was quick. Like to Warren's point, it was like, hey, as soon as she turned around, it was like Raphael, slice, swatch, dab. I mean,
dude, the old woman hung out in a couple of prisons back in Westeros, and she knew how to shank a bitch. She was
That was rough. Any thoughts, Warren?
Yeah, I mean, it was quick, and it was. I think it was just a way to give people that quick first round fight to give Arya sort of a disadvantage going into when she does eventually end up defeating this person. So it looks like she came from behind, because at that point, if it had been an even fight, at that point Arya would probably kick her ass. But
No.
now I think so. I think she wants. You have to give the bad guy. You have to give the good guy a little bit of a disadvantage going in, so it looks like she comes from behind it to basically kick her ass. We all know that she's gonna whoop that little girl's ass. We're all waiting for it. I just want to be over there dancing around like Smokey and just be like, be like, you fuck out, and just start screaming, "That's my dog!" the whole time. I can't stand that little girl. I just want her to kill her.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see how that progresses. But you're right, definitely, Andrew. I mean, as soon as you went in, you dropped heavy cash for that dude. You're out. You go and hide till the next morning. There's no chilling and looking at sunsets and all that kind of crap. I'm like, why would I do that? Makes no sense.
Like, they don't have Grubhub and Braavos or nothing? You can't just get something to go?
There's no Grubhub, there's no Seamless. No.
No.
Roth is staying looking at the damn statues between his legs.
I have no idea. Are we going to finally get... I just forgot his name. I keep doing this all the time. The guy from the Iron Islands. What's his name again?
Greyjoy?
Yeah, I know
Euron?
You're
No, not
dumbass.
Euron. No, the one that got
Theon,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, poor kid, man.
Are we going to finally get Theon back? Because he looked very tortured in that scene. Like.
Well, yes, he's tortured. He's at a brothel and he can't do shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, wait. We understand that. I mean, and his sister was. I mean, she was rubbing it in his face. Like,
Sisters kissing boobies. Talk about, I'm going to go fuck her tonight.
Am I the only one that went house way? She said that. I was like, how?
That is not. Hey, look. When there's a will, there's a way. That is not your own problem. But she's like, I'm ready to enjoy myself. And Theon's like, whew.
Dude, doesn't Theon realize he has a couple of hands that he could use? He's got a mouth?
Yeah,
he can still get a little enjoyment.
No. Theon needs to eventually. I think he's going to be the guy who has the spies. I think he's going to be his assistant when they meet up in Essos.
Varys?
Yeah, Varys. Yes, I think he's going to be Varys' assistant because Varys.
Hey, Varys, we got something in common. We both ain't got no cock.
Hey, and that's what I remember I said that's where they were going. I had a feeling that's exactly where they were going. They're gonna go pair up with that.
And she confirmed what you said. They're trying to beat. They're trying to get the.
How many ships did they take?
They didn't take a lot. They probably took like 40 or whatever. But the thing is, Danny is like a very they think in their mind like if we get to her first, like based on her reputation, that's gonna be good enough. Like she'll want to send some forces to start conquering Westeros, even if she can't send her whole thing. So even if she only has like 40 ships, and that's 40 more than she got right now, she'll make a deal with them. And then when Euron comes, she'll say, "All right, well, Euron, you're dead. I'm with these people already."
And I'm taking your ships.
Yeah.
Remember, she takes all your shit.
If they show Euron next week and he got 1,000 ships, I'm calling bullshit.
No, Euron better not have 1,000 ships until like season 9, because they don't have no damn trees. 1,000 ships in an episode.
Where are the trees?
Oh my god, that whole tree thing, man.
The whole point of Iron Islands is that nothing grows there. They probably got like some trees because you got to breathe, but not enough to build that many ships.
Grass creates oxygen. Grass. I don't know what they're gonna build. A canoe?
The end says when an entire country is after you, the answer is not to get drunk. I'm talking about them drinking at the brothel.
Yo, that brothel looked familiar. I think that's where they took Tyrion from.
Yes, that
Yeah,
was.
it
I
is.
think that was it. That was the
It's
one.
the same one in Valentis or something. Like it's a city that is built on a bridge, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was like, oh shit, we're back to where Tyrion got taken by fucking old man Jorah. Oh, that old man's dumbness.
They all love calling him old, but the funny thing is, he looks way younger than they would. I think they depict him in the books. He's supposed to be like super old or something like that, comparative to everybody else there.
Yeah, like in the books, like he's probably like a little bit younger than Barristan Selmy, so he'd be around like 50-something years old. But they just made him like 40-something on the show.
And you look at us, so if you look at him, and I was like, all right, he's 40. So what's everyone else like? They make it seem like everyone else is like 20 years younger than him. But when you look at it, it's like, man, they're about 5, maybe 10. For most of the deal there. That's not a huge.
Well,
Gonna kill says Jorah will kidnap Theon now.
homie from the Suicide Squad, I can't pronounce his name, Mr. Echo from Lost. He said Jorah's 60. Because I'm on that episode where they got captured by the slave people.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know. But see, yeah, I think they definitely de-aged him a little bit, or at least his looks.
I think they're just not gonna. They're just referencing.
They just say he's old,
but they're not gonna say his age. Ever.
Like old enough. Like when you go out and you see like a dude that's like 48 with a 20-year-old girl, you're like, oh, what's she doing with that old guy? Like he's not old, but compared to 20 years old, he's old.
All right, so let's do a poll here. Is Lady Stoneheart coming at the end of this season? Andrew, yes or no?
I pray to God, no. I hate that whole storyline.
Lou.
30 minutes spoken.
I heard a theory, and the theory made kind of good sense because the way they reverse back with Benjen coming back and some other characters, it could happen.
No, I didn't ask for your theory. I said yes or no. Pick
Look,
one.
man,
Pick one.
know. I don't know.
Yes, I don't know means yes or no. Pick one.
If they're going to recast her, yes. If not, then I don't see how. The woman's busy.
I asked you a question, yes or no.
I just answered your question.
No. Give me just one of the two answers, yes or no. No superlatives in there. One answer.
Maybe.
We're putting Lou down for yes.
Yes. Okay, Lou, yes. How about you, Warren? God, that took forever, man. Jeez.
I think we'll get a mention of this, and we might see a scene of this at the very end of the season. But
So
I think
coming?
she won't be coming this season.
No, but okay. So you're saying that at least they will hint at her coming.
They'll mention, they'll say something or another.
I'll put
unless she's popping up in the middle of this whole Blackfish thing, during that whole thing. It's the only place that makes sense she pops up at. If she pops up there, that's the only way I can see her popping up this season. But
who brings her back to life in the book? Spoiler. Please, Andrew, answer. Spoiler.
The brothers without banners.
Okay.
Where the hell are they?
We'll get them.
Those are the people that killed. Supposedly, those are the people that killed. What's the name today? All of the Hounds people.
All the Hounds people. I don't think that was them. I think it was.
It's not the same group, but it's like people that follow that same.
Yeah.
Like the thing is, like supposed to be.
Most likely.
Yeah. The thing is, like, there are people going around claiming to be them because, it's basically like, oh, yeah, give us stuff because we're protecting you or whatever. But in reality, they're still terrible people.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about they're basically the terrorists of Game of Thrones, if you think about it in a way. That's what they do. They just go around terrorizing people with no real point to it. But what about your homeboy coming back? Homeboy from... I can't remember his name. He was Tyrion's homeboy for a minute.
Oh, Bronn, yes.
Bronn.
We've been deprived of Bronn this whole season, man.
I know.
Like they did a lot this season, so I'll let it slide. But
hello, Andrew.
Froze.
Okay. Yeah, but it was good. It was definitely good to see Bronn come back, though. I mean, especially the heavy dose we got from him last season and before that, and then we got him at the beginning of the season, and then next minute he just was like.
It's the first time we've seen him all season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know why I said.
All season.
I mean, we assumed he was on the boat with Jaime, but we didn't really know.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, I completely forgot about that.
But, but he still made his little saying, dude, you promised me a highborn wife. I still ain't got my shit.
It's like a Lannister walk. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, he's like, don't see it. Don't see it. He's like, I'm sick of hearing this shit. Your brother used to tell me that.
Wasn't he? So where is he from again? Isn't he one of the?
He's a sellsword.
Sellsword.
Like, we don't know where he's from originally.
No, but didn't he mention? Daenerys's right-hand man, her boy toy. What's his group again? What's
the second sons?
Yes, he mentioned the Second Sons in this episode. Is he one of them or?
Not from there. He's from Westeros.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the guy from the Second Sons is from Essos.
I know, but he mentioned Second Son, so I thought,
he's probably said, like, he's referenced, like, because the Second Sons are all sellswords. Yeah. So he's probably referenced them as, like, a group of people that you could hire or whatever.
Who are now following Daenerys all the way, yeah. Well, okay. Anything else we missed this episode?
I still don't see how you call this episode slow. This was the best setup episode.
No. It was a setup episode, but comparing on how things moved, and there was no other than the Hound coming back, which to me I knew was. So I didn't really like the death of Hodor was like big, and things like that. So this was a very good setup episode. This was like everything's in place because we're gonna have Battle of the Bastards and something else come up.
They said that scene where Hodor was dying was supposed to be more violent.
Yeah, like ripping it to shreds, right?
Yeah.
They toned it back.
Yeah. I mean, already people were like, Hodor! Oh my God, Hodor! So
this show's been toning back since season 1.
If they had ripped it out completely, whoo! I mean, yeah. Remember how we got a lot of there's a lot of flack during the Sansa rape scene, and
it was 10 times worse in the book.
Yeah, and that scene was really toned back, really, and the next day everybody just went to town.
Mind you,
yeah, and that's why.
Hold on, no, because I got a bitch about this because they all complained about that. Meanwhile, within the first season, everybody's homegirls, Dany's getting raped, and we're seeing the whole thing full action, and no one said shit. No one said shit. Not one person did, and I was like, yo, this is bullshit.
Andrew, you about to say something?
Nah, I was just it's no point. Yeah, that scene was kind of I know he has a point. I'm saying like there's no point to like try to argue that because there's no logical consistency because that scene to me was worse. The Dany thing I felt very uncomfortable watching that.
Here's the difference between
So I think what it was that it was season 1 and Dany then I'm just saying for people's minds, Dany Dan did not gain until afterwards.
She looks younger than Sansa. The part she looks younger than Sansa during that whole thing. So
she didn't gain the love or acceptance that. I mean, like Sansa went through. It was till season 5. I'm just saying that people's mindset is because it built up over time.
We're also jaded because we've been for 6 seasons. We just been having our hearts ripped out 6 times a year, and then like at some point everyone just snaps and like, all right, man, what the hell? What's the end game here? Like, I think people just reached the boiling point.
Here's the difference between season 1 Dany rape. She didn't make any noises. She just cried. Sansa made all those weird ass noises, and they faded to black like we were going to the fucking Sopranos.
That's true though. Yeah, that fade to black is a killer. When you fade to black, you're like. What the hell is happening there?
It's like, you just feel scummy. Like,
and everybody bitched about when Jaime and his sister did it next to their son's corpse, how it was a rape. But that all went down in the book consensual.
How was that a rape? Who called that a rape?
Because they screwed up because in the book, in the book she's saying no because it's inappropriate, but on the show they didn't show where she like accepts it. Like she did in the book and how she like wants it, it just became very uncomfortable on the show. Like they cut. It was a job of poor editing.
No, I mean to me with them, I just look at like everything you're doing is wrong. So I mean, I mean like I don't do it as in like I'm like it's just all wrong.
No, but she really means yes.
Literally.
All the time she says no, but they end up screwing. So it just means yes in Jaime's eyes.
But the thing is, out of any character, Danny's probably the one that everyone should have been the most sensitive. She was with an asshole brother. They were running around being peddlers. They were just going on being passed on from house to house to house to house as they could go around. They were basically stepchildren roaming around here. And then she gets raped. Meanwhile, the rich chick that lived in that gets to wear wool and walk all around, and it's been nothing but a lady the whole damn time. And then though something happened to her, everybody start. There's some cognitive bias here.
I'm actually sure because
it's fade to black.
No, because Sansa, remember, what's his name? Tyrion didn't do anything with her.
Nope.
When he got married, he's like, no, I can't do that. Littlefinger sprung her from captivity, and took her away.
The only thing Littlefinger got was a measly kiss, where he initiated the kiss, and she's like, "Hold up, dude, I don't want to kiss you." Like she's all hesitant.
VN says Danny does not matter. Gunslinger says the Thraki lives matter.
The Thraki lives matter. Oh.
Dude, the fade to black,
fade to black.
All the sounds is what projected all that mistreatment. Dude, all Danny did, her clothes came off, and she's just crying like a little girl, like, I don't want this. I don't want this.
If you think back about that scene, right, it was a very weird setup because it was outdoors, there was water. I think it was, like a beach area, water background.
It was a sunset.
It was sunset. So it was weirdly mixed, but Sansa one is the one where, like I said, when you do that fade to black, it becomes very. So that's why I agree with Warren though. This inconsistency is where people are complaining because it should have been just complained all the way through. But
Joshua Hargrove says Sansa got it bad. Sansa got it bad. Danny had to eat a damn heart to get out of that shit.
No.
What do you mean Sansa got it bad?
Danny had to eat the heart to prove herself that she was worthy.
She said eat a damn heart.
Anyways,
and the whorehouse had to tell her how to get out of it and say, you got to actually be better at getting raped.
Oh,
what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, while we're talking about Sansa, what did you guys think of when she was trying to get the Glovers to join, and then
the guy just rebutted back?
The guy's like, no, and she's like, I'll remind you, you're sworn to our house. He goes, yeah, we swore, and everyone's dead. Like, I was like, thanks, Starks. And I just get the feeling they're gonna be hearing that a lot. When
there will be. I mean, like, because he mentioned, and Rob went and married a foreign woman.
Yeah.
And although in the book, Rob's wife is very well alive.
Yeah.
And well.
I would have took that foreign woman though.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
So, the wife never got killed at the Red Wedding?
No, she didn't go because they thought that it would be too offensive to bring her. It would be offensive to Lord Frey. So she's
walking around with his kid.
Yeah, it's implied in the book that she's pregnant with Rob's child.
Oh yeah.
But it's just.
Well, obviously her character didn't go far in the book because they killed her on the show.
Well, it's a different character than I think from the book. It's not.
I think
that's a TV character. I believe,
yeah.
The one that they use.
They changed it. Like in the book, she's from Westeros. She's from like
a house.
A small. She's from a small house distantly related to the Lannisters, and she ends up being sent back after the Lannisters take over everything. She ends up being sent back to her home, and she's crying, and it's implied that she's pregnant with Rob's child. And they're like, oh, we'll marry you off to someone else, and it'll be that guy's kid. But I think in a grand scheme of things, it's not going to matter too much. So that's why the show, they're just like, we don't have time to be introducing that. So they just made somebody new and killed her.
The thing is, if they didn't man the book and the show killed them off, it was like a throwaway.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's well, they just needed to get to the Red Wedding and need to have something to have happen for
Yeah,
that.
but also her death in the Red Wedding was just, it was added pain, man. It was real added pain because
Dude, she took a shank to the belly too.
yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
that guy stabbed her the same way Arya got stabbed tonight. Like, what is up
Yeah.
with Starks getting stabbed in the belly from behind?
yeah, I mean, yeah, they watched a lot of what's the prison show again?
Oz.
Oz. Yeah, they watch a lot of Oz.
It's just, you got to think that eventually, at some point, if
BN,
Starks-
sorry, BN says they
So they
tricked her into
tricked her, yeah.
taking Moon Tea in the book. So, if that's the case, then that kid's gone, pretty much.
yeah, the no,
Moon Tea is basically like Plan B of Westeros.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, yeah.
But I was gonna
Damn,
say,
that's fucked up.
well, the fucked up thing is gonna be is that let's say that Starks take back Winterfell. They go down there and they take back Winterfell, and all these houses that are telling them to fuck off end up, they end up winning. That's gonna be some interesting sort of politics that comes out of that whole scenario now.
Yeah, but the thing is, it won't last so long because right now, all Rob cares about is he needs to get it back because they need to fight a bigger war. At the end of the day, yeah. Which is what Davos said himself. He's like, I've seen, the crap that's coming, and yeah, forget it. This,
Yeah,
Can't wait to Hodor's a White Walker. I can't wait to Hodor's a White Walker, and they play that seed.
Oh,
No, he isn't.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that completely. Oh, that would be so much sadness. That episode would be filled with sadness because the Night King would send Hodor to go and kill the
Bran.
Yeah, the three-eyed raven, which is Bran now. So yeah, that would be messed up.
So who is dumber, the Worfs or the Freys?
I don't know.
I think the Freys. I mean, dude, how do you go and threaten to kill somebody and get called out on it and still don't do it?
I guess so.
That is what you call.
Especially since you tried it two different ways too: hanging, knife, and then Jaime Lannister comes over
and bitch slaps you like he's your pimp.
Tells you that when somebody threatens you and you keep talking.
This pimp hand is way strong.
Yeah.
Tells you that.
Literally.
Pimp slap. Oh man.
Yeah, so I agree. I think you're right. The phrase are probably that. Yeah. Is there anything else in this episode?
Oh, they're gonna die, and it's gonna be funny when they die.
Yeah, the phrase are.
They're gonna catch that L.
I think that's everything for this episode.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well, yeah, we had no Dany this week.
No.
There was.
Nothing really.
That. I think Dany would be. You will see her again. It's either next episode or episode 10.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be episode 10.
Yeah, it has to be because we know for sure episode 9 is going to be at all Winterfell because 9th episode always stays in one location.
Yeah.
So that's when we're going to get that. But I think are we revealing stuff from the preview on and all that?
Yeah.
Because I saw that when the Faith Militant comes and says, "Move your men aside," or there will be violence, and she says, "I choose violence."
Yeah.
And you see the next scene, the mountain.
At the end.
What? That when the mountain's about to rip his head off, I'm like, oh yeah, I know where I'm going to be. 8:55. Everything shuts down.
He's about to go ham.
Yeah. That episode is going to be interesting. It's funny though because I was reading something earlier today where it said the average death in Game of Thrones is 14.4 per episode, and this episode was moving pretty smoothly until the very end, where of course they massacred all those people. That was
a whole village.
Yeah,
that was about a village of 40.
Yeah, so that's at least 30,
I
40
think we're
people.
gonna see because if I remember correctly, that's the Mountain and the Hound are brothers, right?
Yeah.
I think the next episode is them just kicking ass and being who they are. They literally we're just gonna see them kill a whole bunch of people. And just
that means that death toll,
very
that death toll average will double this season.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, the average this season will double because when you add in the war in episode 9, you're looking at a massive death toll for the season altogether. Yeah, what else was in that preview? Like I said, I mentioned what's her name? Brienne meeting up with Jaime. And then there were people walking with banners in between the Lannister army. And then her squire looks like he's about to get kidnapped.
Yeah. Choked.
Yeah, something.
He gets choked by Braun.
Or he might get stabbed in the belly from behind.
Right, yeah. Now, spoiler again, isn't it in the book where to bring Lady Stoneheart back, didn't they sacrifice someone or something? Or am I wrong?
Brienne gets in trouble with Lady Stoneheart.
Okay, all right.
She just kind of pops up.
Yeah.
All right, well, that is, I guess that's pretty much it. Yeah. Anything else, guys, before we wrap up here?
Same back channel, same back time next week.
Okay. All right. Cool, guys.
We might see some ships next week. Whatever Euron built these ships.
yes. Euron has to at least come up with at least 2 ships.
No, Euron has Amazon Prime, so he's gonna get all the wood in early. Good to go.
We have to see what he does.
I wonder if they look back at that after they already published the episodes and said to themselves, "Shit." They are like we should at least take a picture of some trees and get some B-roll somewhere.
Joshua, Brienne meets up with Jaime Lannister. She says it's either I convince Tully. What's his name again? The Blackfish, yeah. To surrender, or I will fight you, something like that. If I'm not mistaken.
Dude, even the Blackfish's goddamn armor looks pathetic. Looks like a bunch of fish scales on this shit.
But it's not that, though. I mean, the Blackfish, when you have a strong, position, fighting war back there means if you have a castle that's impregnable, unless you have a dragon. That's why he said, look, I have supplies for 2 years. You want to try it? Go ahead. Let's see if you can get in here. And Jaime knows he's at a disadvantage. He's like, I'll kill 100.
What are they going to build to get across that little moat?
He's because he said, I will kill hundreds of your men. He's like, and I'll take thousands of yours.
But they have the high ground.
High ground.
Something that Anakin didn't know about.
Yeah, that's right. Anakin Skywalker. It's like, do it. I have the high ground. I'm stronger than you.
Oh God.
Yeah, we saw that.
He jumped, and then Obi-Wan just did 2 swipes, man. Took out all the limbs.
So it was Johan BX, who was Santa writing to his Littlefinger. She's making
for sure
the plate to Littlefinger because she needs the men. They need the men, so and they have a fuck ton. So
yeah, they definitely need catapults. But even still, though, I mean, if you have, it all depends on how solid that wall is and all that stuff. And we all know catapults.
What they really need is some wildfire.
Yeah, wildfire would take your catapult. Wildfire, woo! Yeah, that would solve a lot of problems. But then there would be nothing to pass through.
Well, they can do with the Boltons did, rebuild Winterfell.
Yeah, true. All right, guys, that is it. Thank you very much for joining. As always, the show will continue next week, 10:15 p.m., right after Game of Thrones. So definitely bookmark it, subscribe, and always enjoy your entertainment.
Some of us might be in a different location.